Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to the Millennial discussion.
I am honored to be here.
I'm honored to have you. We'll start from like day one. So when you found out you were pregnant, what was going on through your head and how old were you?
At the time, I was 20. I found out I was actually at work. And I missed the period. I wasn't having any symptoms, you know, nothing crazy, but I had a test and I was like, I'm just going to take it. And so I went in the bathroom on my lunch break, not expecting it to be positive or anything. And it's crazy. I had already like pre-ordered my lunch. I was supposed to go pick it up. And I looked at that test and it was positive. And I just like, I couldn't eat. I didn't want to go pick the food. I was a melting pot of emotions. I was happy. I was nervous. I didn't know like what my mom would think. I didn't know what I have a gang of sisters. I told my sisters first. I was just like, guys, I got to tell you something. And they're like, what? And so I just sent them a picture of it. And they were like, it was just up and down different responses and stuff like that, but I was nervous overall. Like that was my main thing.
A lot of people, well, a lot of millennials who end up finding out they're pregnant at a young age have that battle of, am I going to keep the child or not? So what made you know for sure that you wanted to keep this baby?
You know, it might be crazy, but it wasn't anything distinctive or like definitive in my mind where it was like, am I gonna or aren't I? That was the first time I had ever been pregnant. I never had like a scare or even like a possibility of like me being pregnant. And so for me, I was young, but I was like feed into my career. I had a good job, you know, everything. I was successful. You know, there wasn't anything besides me being young that would kind of steer me in the other direction.
To I'm pregnant stage. So how did you tell your mom? Because a lot of people sometimes want to know, how does that work with the parents? Because
y'all gonna tear me up for this. It was crazy because I was going through something with my boyfriend. It wasn't nothing like us at odds or anything, but like he got into a little situation and he couldn't be with like right next to me at the time. Anybody who like knows me, me and my boyfriend at the time were thick as thieves together every day. Like that was my best friend. And so he got into some stuff where it was like I couldn't be with him and I had just found out. And so like my mom could see it on me. She knew, but she didn't know what she knew. You know, it's that mother's intuition, and you know, it just was what it was. So she literally texted me one day. She was on her way to work. It was an early morning. It was my off day, and she texted me, and she's like, you know, you can tell me anything, right? And I'm like, shit.
You're like, uh-oh.
I'm like, she knows. You don't know what she know, but she know, you know? And so I was like, I told her, I said, I think I'm pregnant. Even though I knew without a shadow of a doubt by that point, but I told her I thought, just because for me, in my mind, that'll alleviate whatever was coming next. So my pregnancy was very smooth for the most part. I did become really sick around 19 or 20 weeks. I ended up having sepsis. If you don't know what sepsis is, that's an infection of the blood. In most cases, it's fatal. A lot of people, especially pregnant people, don't survive that. It really was just kind of a situation. I had flu-like symptoms because I was so far in my pregnancy. They were just like, we're not prescribing you anything. You know, it's the flu. It has to run its course. They wouldn't even see me for an appointment. They would just give me like advice nurses over the phone, that sort of thing. And then it was to the point where I was driving and I got dizzy. And it was just bad. So my sister... she's right here. My baby sister, which is like, she's the most like, I go to her when it's like some serious stuff because she has like such a level head. But my baby sister ended up taking me to an urgent care. I could barely walk, like to the back. It was like ridiculous. As soon as they took my blood and had me on an IV, they called an ambulance and they were like, she has to go to the nearest hospital because it's, you know, it's bad. So, you know, they discovered I had sepsis, I had infection of the blood, and then on top of that, they discovered that I was severely anemic. So the I had a lack of blood. It was like not enough for me and my child. And then the little blood that I did have was infected. So I had 2 blood transfusions. I was swollen everywhere. But I made it. I made it out. I was on bed rest after that. I had to recover. I lost my job that way. Like, I couldn't go back to work after that. Yeah. So from that point on, all the way up until a little after Kobe turned 1, I didn't have a job. I lost everything. I lost my car. I lost everything. So with that being said, my pregnancy was still very blissful. Like, I know it's very hard to believe, but like, I feel like God works in very mysterious ways. I was there at home every day, but I was so happy. I was relaxed. Like, me and my mom were just together every day. I feel like it brought us close. I'm very close to my mom anyway. But yeah, we were together all the time. It made me have like an even greater appreciation for my mom, because like, you wouldn't even believe, like, so swollen to the point where I can't like put my hair in a ponytail. My mom's right there doing it for me. I can't put my socks on, like, on top of being pregnant, you know, so it was very hard. But other than that, it was like blissful. Mothers are not weak. Young mothers are not, you know, pitiful. They're not like these things that went wrong. You know, we are thriving, we are happy, we are successful, we are beautiful, you know.